Good evening, my cherished settlers. Today marks a pivotal moment in our journey together. As we stand on the threshold of progress, I am excited to share our vision for a brighter future, one that promises better homes, greater trade potential, and increased storage capacity for all. First and foremost, let us talk about our homes. Every family deserves a safe and comfortable place to live, a sanctuary where they can thrive and create lasting memories. We will invest in building better homes, stronger, more spacious, and designed with the needs of our families in mind. These new dwellings will not only provide shelter, but will also foster a sense of community with shared spaces that encourage neighborly bonds. Together, we will create a neighborhood where laughter fills the air and children can play freely knowing they are surrounded by caring friends and families. Next, we turn our attention to trade, a vital lifeblood of our economy. Central Namatine is poised to become a bustling marketplace, a hub of commerce that connects us to our roots in Old Namatine. By enhancing our trade potential, we will open new avenues for prosperity for Greater Namatine as a whole. Finally, we must address our storage capacity. As our community grows and our trade expands, it is essential that we have the means to store our resources efficiently. We will construct new storage facilities that are secure and accessible, ensuring that our goods are protected and readily available when needed. This will allow us to manage our resources wisely, reducing waste and maximizing our potential. With increased storage capacity, we can stockpile supplies for times of need, ensuring that no family goes hungry and that our marketplace remains vibrant and well supplied. Together, these initiatives will lay the groundwork for a prosperous and sustainable future in Central Namatine. We are not just building homes, enhancing trade, and increasing storage. We are paving the way for our new district to enhance our thriving settlement of Namatine. Heyo and welcome to another episode of Build&Battle Season 3, where we will build a beautiful medieval city while battling off famine, mutiny, and the bitter cold. In the last episode, we provided our residents of Central Namatine a quality of life by implementing a manor house church and a wicked fun tavern idea in which we will be fusing an imaginary meadery with the tavern. We will also be experimenting with fertilization development points to see if our sheep poop can turn our cruddy fertility into good fertility. So if you happen to miss the last episode, then click on the info card above, or if you're looking for a new Manor Lords series to binge watch, then check out the entire Build&Battle Season 3 playlist located in the description below. In today's episode, we will be continuing progressing our little tavern meadery experiment by growing the district of Central Namatine's population so we can gain additional development points. We will then increase our berry production and tweak our trade a little bit, as I made an error a few episodes ago, which has hindered our ability to level our burgage plots beyond level 1. So are you enjoying Build&Battle Season 3? If so, hit that like button, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you are most excited to see in the upcoming episodes. If you can't wait to see the season unfold, consider becoming a channel member for exclusive perks, emojis, and early access to the videos. And don't miss out on our Build&Battle Season 3 merchandise linked into the description below. Alrighty, well, I'm wicked excited to start today's build despite the lovely rainy weather we are having. So kick back, grab your caffeinated beverage of choice, and let's jump right on into it. So as I mentioned, I made an error a few episodes ago when we set up our trading posts. The first mistake I made was assuming that shoes and cloaks would assist in upgrading our burgage plots to level 2. If I'm reading this correctly, I think we might actually need linen, leather, or yarn to actually fulfill the clothing requirement for a level 1 burgage plot. So there is a part of me that is still questioning this a little bit, as I swear in previous seasons we have upgraded our burgage plots with shoes and a cobbler's. However, this may have changed with the last major update, and I honestly also could just be insane. You know, it happens. Either way, I want to come through and fine-tune this so that we may upgrade our burgage plots next. Okay, so I'm doing this a little, tentatively, I guess for a lack of better words. I am going to export some of the hides that we're taking in from our hunter's camp we'll have to purchase a trade route for that, which Central Namatine doesn't have the regional wealth for yet, as we did just finish all these burgage plots and upgrading them to chicken coops and vegetables. So we'll export the hides. I am still going to import some linen. We shouldn't need a trade route for that. And then if I come down a little further, we'll import the yarn as well. And again, once we have that established trade route, once I have some more regional wealth in Central Namatine, we'll take care of the leather as well. I left these figures kind of low because I don't plan on having that many level 1 burgage plots in Central Namatine. I would like them to at least be a level 2. So yeah, those are kind of my thoughts on that, just for now. Alrighty, now while the traders are adjusting their wares to sell in both districts and we're waiting for that regional wealth to come in to establish the trade routes, let's grow our district a little bit and get some additional housing in for a larger population. I want to start by adding in some additional housing in this area here. Last episode, we built just enough houses to employ our new industry buildings, and now I would like to begin to produce a bit of a surplus of population so that we can boost those buildings with more than just a single family worth of workers. So let's start by adding in a row of housing, and in this row, I will actually prioritize small backyard extensions, as eventually I wouldn't mind adding a small handful of artisans to this area, particularly breweries and maybe even a butcher's shop so that we can chop up our excess sheepies and get some additional meat. And the brewery, obviously, because we can produce the ale out of the barley we are attempting to grow. Next, I want to see if we can upgrade any of our burgage plots to level 2. I'm really hoping enough time has passed by, so let's jump into a time lapse and see if there are any eligible houses. Sweet. Okay, next I want to maximize our berry production by first adding in a new forager's hut and then maximizing its employment and seeing how the growth ticks react to these adjustments. So let's start by constructing another forager's hut close by our berry deposit, and I think right here at the end of this old road would be perfect. Next, we will maximize the employment from our available workforce and let a few months go by to see how the berry deposits react. I am trying to maximize our harvest by having just enough workforce that our berry deposit continues to produce more berries throughout the season while not reaching full capacity. So let's allow a few months to pass and see how our berry deposit does. Sweet. So we also got our next development point, which is amazing. But I also think we might be able to get away with one more forager's hut. So let's construct another one and run another simulation for a few months to see how we do. This time though, I think I'll only employ 2 families to this forager's hut to assist with the balance. This way, if we're still getting close to max capping our deposit, we can just add the 2 remaining families. However, we're not risking completely depleting the deposit and thus being, inefficient during the harvest season. So let's jump on in and let's do that next. All right, so we were still capping a little bit on and off there throughout that time lapse. So I'm going to add another forager's hut off camera and add the remaining 2 families to our 4th one. Honestly, it's amazing how much you can get from this deposit. Before we wrap up today's episode, I would like to expand our food and supply storage, starting with our food and granaries. What I would like to do is increase our food storage capacity to about 3,000 items, and to do this, we will need to expand our existing storage capacity as well as the existing dilapidated granary that came with the map. So let's start by increasing these capacities first. Now, let's tackle our supply storage with an additional storage house and an upgrade to our existing one. And for this storage house, I think I'd like to build it closer to the trade posts so that this particular one can focus on storing a variety of goods to sell in our marketplace. While our existing one can probably, I guess I'll have it focus on the firewood to keep the people warm just for now. I'm still debating if I want to do that or not. So let's jump on in and let's get this new storage house built and then both of them upgraded. Alrighty everyone, I think that just about wraps up today's episode. If you enjoyed today's episode, please hit that like button, subscribe, and leave me a comment down below letting me know your thoughts on today's build. If you're excited to see the next episode unfold, consider becoming a channel member for exclusive perks, emojis, and early access to those videos. Also, don't forget to check out our Build&Battle Season 3 merchandise linked in the description below. Until next time, I hope everyone has a phenomenal week.